Hey, hello again. Welcome back. This is Making RV Memories, and my name's Pat. This is going to be a series we're going to start. I'm going to call it Tech Mod Monday. And I got to remember what Mondays are since I'm retired now. I gotta keep it to what day it is. They go by so quick now. But this will be a series we'll do, Tech Mod Monday. Some tech information, some modifications and upgrades that we'll do to the camper that we've already done to our Cedar Creek and that I've done to the previous campers that I've had. Hopefully it'll help you a little bit. There might be something I've done to mine that you'd like to try to do to yours. So it's going to be something easy to do, and we'll go over some of the things. Maybe you want to buy something for your camper and you really don't need it, or maybe it's something you're thinking about and you really do need it. So we'll try to go over some of those things for you. But they are Monday show, Tech Mod Monday. Today it's in the sewer. Oh, today's show is really in the sewer. So hang on, we're going to go over some of that, some of those sewer things when we come back. Hey, thanks for coming back. Let me know down in the comments what you think about us so far. We're just sort of newbies at this. We're full-time RVing now, so all brand new to us, especially the YouTube thing. So let us know what you think so far. We're just trying to help you, to educate you a little bit. We've been long-time campers, so we just want to help a little bit. Today we're going to take a look at the a sewer situation, how we hook up our hose, where we store our hose, and when we dump, and just a few of the things that may help you out a little bit. Let's take a look at our typical setup here, where we're set up at this campground. Set up here this morning, it's just about going home time from here. I had my door open here, been checking my batteries this morning. Had to add a little bit of water to them. Got those solar panels on top so they keep them constantly charged, so I had to keep an eye on the water and my batteries. Here mine is a pretty typical setup. Pretty easy setup. Got my bridge for my sewer hose. I do have a Rhino hose or any brand you want. I don't care for the old-fashioned slinkies. They call them stinky slinkies, but they flop around every which way. This little sewer hose here will fold up pretty small, nice and neat. I do have a 45-degree fitting. It's not that I want to watch everything go out, but I want to make sure everything is gone when it's empty. So that's an easy way to pretty much know that it's done emptying the tank, whether you're doing the black tank or the gray tank. Here is my sewer tube that I built. This is the 4th camper I've had that one on, so it's been a good one. I did put a slide tray. You can see here I added a slide tray to it. I wanted to mount mine fairly close to the sewer dump. Now this camper did come with one mounted on it, but it is way back in the back. This is a Forest River Cedar Creek, and they with the sewer located where it's at, they did include a sewer tube on the camper. But let me show you where it's at. Yep, still going, still going, still going, still going. Right there, way in the back. That's their sewer tube holder. Now I did put I always carry me a 10-foot extension hose, so I got a spare. I keep my spare hose in there. But it's a long way away from the sewer, and I didn't like having to carry my sewer hose all the way up the side of my camper to hook up. Here is just it's a normal 5-inch white plastic fence post. You can get them at Home Depot, Lowe's. I got mine at Lowe's here locally. It's about 8 foot long. Here's the caps. Really easy. You're going to glue the cap on one end, and then the other end you'll just put a hinge to the cap or put a spring to it to pull it off and on. I did lay mine out. I built 2 at the time, so I could keep a spare hose, and the one there, just got them completed there. I put a little bit of black paint on them so they'll sort of blend in when you put them under the camper, so they're not too obviously sticking out. I always want to mount them fairly close to my sewer dump. The sprinter that I had, I couldn't put it across, so I had to put it actually the length of the camper. So I didn't use a rain gutter in it for a slide. I just slid the hose up in it long ways for it, but it was right beside the dump. It's super easy to fool with. Here on the Cedar Creek that I've got, I did go side to side with it, so I just mounted it on each end against the frame. So it's pretty easy to mount there. I put a little bit of tilt to it so any kind of moisture inside would run out. Now here's one the guy didn't put it under the camper. He put it actually on top of his rear bumper, which is a pretty good idea. Inside there, you'll see the rain gutter that I was telling you about, the little 4-inch plastic rain gutter that he uses for a slide. So that's a good idea for you right there. Pretty easy to do. If you do put it in a tub, make sure, like this one, you see the seals on the end of the tube on each end. I'm sure he did get it super clean before he put it in there. Just a plastic storage bin. Just please make sure it's super clean before you do put it under there. If you got multiple dumps, which I hate on an RV, but multiple dumps, it sure is hard to have. You see how long his sewer hoses are. Then you got to have a Y connector to connect them together. A lot of trouble there, but some campers do have the front and the rear sewer dumps. I like how this guy did his. Made him a wooden frame to support the Y connector. Of course, his two sewer dumps are fairly close together. I'm sure one of them's probably a sewer dump, one of them's probably the gray tank dump. Why they put them so close and didn't connect them together, I have no idea. But he did a good job of joining those two together. Now you see why I carry a spare hose. This is at a campground down in Pigeon Forge, and for some reason, most campers have their sewer dumps to the front portion of the RV, and most campgrounds do have the sewer dump back at the back. So you can see here, it looks like I've got about 25 or 30 feet of hose stretched out there, and that was a hard one to deal with. Just a few things. Always remember, when you're dumping your tanks, you want to dump your black tank, let it get full before you dump it. Always keep it closed till it gets full, and then you dump it. Close your gray tanks off long before you're going to empty your black tank, so you can fill your gray tank full of your shower water. So right after you pull the black handle, let it drain completely. Shut it back off. Empty your gray tanks. That way the gray tank shower water will sort of wash out the inside of your sewer hose. Now you can leave your gray tank open for just a day or so to let your water run out. But always, before you know you're going to dump your black, close the gray tanks off so you can catch some shower water, maybe some galley water where you wash dishes. You want the gray tank full enough to where you can sort of wash out your hose before you leave. Good deal. Well, I hope that helped a little bit. A little bit of get you out of the sewer there, a little educational deal on how we do our sewer hose, where we store it, and when we dump, how we dump, and a few little things. I'm sure you knew most of it, but I just try to help a little bit. Don't forget, we are making RV memories. On Mondays, we'll do Tech Mod Mondays. Maybe we'll go over some things to help you out a little bit. Again, hit that subscribe button there, and that would really help us. If you enjoyed the video, leave me a comment. Maybe you saw something that you could help us with in the comment section there, or just say hello and tell us what you think about the videos and the channel so far. Hit the like button if you did like it. You can ring the bell there, and I'll ding you every time we do a video. Again, we are making RV memories. My name's Pat, and God bless you all.